Hi, and welcome to the show. Again, we thank God that you can view the show, whether it's in your bedroom, your kitchen, or either any other area in your home. We're excited to bring you D.A.P Ministry Presents because we're excited about what the Lord is doing. I always encourage not only the visitors, but also some of our family and friends to always, I know it's been a little hectic with the Judge Siebert Bridge being up, but go down to the Lower Ninth Ward. Look at the houses, look at the devastation, but just forecast in your mind what God can do and see these buildings coming back up. And so we encourage, you have family members that are out of town. When they come back in town, invite them to go down there to see how God is going to bring that area back up. One of the hardest hit areas, as well as other areas in the city, we still have a lot of areas that still have blighted houses and things of that nature. So we're looking forward and seeing what God is going to do and bring the city back. A lot of building going on, a lot of businesses coming back online, and we're looking forward to that. But also we're excited. We have our co-host, the Reverend Darrell Smith, also known as D.K. Smith. He's known as the PM pastor, and he has that title, but he's on 940 AM WYLD on the radio. But he has a saying that goes a little bit like this. Well, exactly like this.
Exactly like this. That's right. From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., I'll take you home in style with a smile.
And he also has his finger on the pulse of what's taking place. I don't know if you have any information for us.
Yeah, I do.
I know Bio Classes is coming up. You might have some information about alumni getting together for either Southern or Grambling. He might have this. Might know about some of that kind of stuff.
I just got my fingers crossed that
but could you also, you're known nationally and internationally.
Internationally.
You're a global celebrity.
Yeah, because not only with the radio station, we're online at am940.com for our internet listeners, but for this show, you could view it on YouTube. Just use the search engine, D.A.P, D.A.P Ministries TV show, and you'll find this and other shows that we have. Also, and you can see that anywhere you can get online. So I like to say desktop, laptop, tablet, smartphone, any way you can get online. Now, I did have an announcement to make on Tuesday the 12th, coming up at the Samuel J. Green Charter School, the corner of Valance and
It slipped your mind.
Yeah, right. No, yeah, Valance and I forgot, but anyway, Valance. Valance. Yeah.
Samuel Green.
Right. They're having the Affordable Care Act discussion, otherwise known as Obamacare, and they're going to be talking about the Affordable Care Act. A lot of rumors out there was what and everything, and this is the time.
So you're going to ask a whole lot of questions?
A whole lot of questions. The Neighbors United, and along with the Neighbors Coalition, Louisiana Neighbors Coalition, they will have the Affordable Care Act dealing with that. They usually meet on the second Tuesdays at 6:30, and this time they're going to meet, and this is the thing that's on their agenda. So we would like to invite those, and you don't have to be in the uptown area, Marlin.
It's open for everybody.
It's open for everybody. So I want to emphasize that that's going to be Tuesday, November the 12th, 6:30 p.m. at Samuel J. Green Charter School, and of course it's free. But if you got questions, you see that's the best time to get those questions answered, because they got a lot of, and the flyer says there's a lot of rumors, about what's what and everything. And I'd rather deal with the facts than the rumors.
Well, they're always saying instead of getting secondhand information, go to the source.
Go to the source. Yeah. Go to the source. So, and of course, me being co-chairperson of the Milan Focus Group, we meet on the second Wednesday. So that's the Wednesday that's coming up at the Atkinson Stern Tennis Court. And I want to say one thing about the neighborhood center, as far as the Milan Focus Group. We were helpful in the My House project. My House is a facility that still is located on Penniston Street, 2000 block of Penniston, between Saratoga and Loyola. And Daniel and Saratoga. What makes My House unique is the fact that prior to Katrina, it was a neighborhood center. They had after-school programs. And then, it was something, they had start up for the kids and everything and all like that. They had a lot of things. Of course, Katrina came, destroyed the property, but now they're in the process of rebuilding it and everything and getting it together. But because it took a while for them to get it together, they were asking for the Milan Focus Group help and the neighbors in the area to sign a petition to bring it before the city council so that they could be reinstated as a center. And and not that they had to be zoned out or anything. And I got a thank you letter from Lakeisha, who's with the My House project, and she said,
Thank you.
No, she said thank you because on October 24th, the city council passed, and they said it's okay for them to come back
To my house.
to My House, yeah. And not only will they do for the after-school program, computer learning and everything for the kids, but they're going to do something for the senior citizens as well.
That's nice.
So it's a two-story building, but right now they emphasize on the first floor.
Just working
on
their
the
way
first
up.
floor. Yeah, working their way up.
Yeah.
And so it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad that we could play a part in that. We had another petition going out, but that petition hasn't been received at the proper authority, so I won't talk about that. But
Right.
it was all during the Night Out Against Crime that we took care of that. So we had the petition signed. A lot of people came out. I guess I owe you pictures for that too.
You owe me a lot.
I owe you a lot of pictures and everything.
Even though I may owe you a meal, you owe me more than a meal.
Yeah. That's true too. That's true too. But now, having said that, we know that coming up is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And I'm not just talking about the meal side and everything,
Okay.
but I'm talking about the fact that it's never too late to get started on trying to help someone that's a need. We know the word says, Jesus said that the poor you have with you always, But I would like to think that we should be able to help, not just during this time for Thanksgiving, but any time.
You're right.
Let me mention this also. Plymouth Rock Missionary Baptist Church, with the associate assistant pastor, Reverend Rainey Daniels is the pastor. Well, every third Saturday at 12 noon, we feed the hungry, and we have a free clothing giveaway. So that's this Saturday coming up. It's not this Saturday. It's the third Saturday. The third Saturday. We have feeding the hungry and clothing giveaway. And also, I had the opportunity to meet with someone from Second Harvest. So,
is that right?
So yeah, I met with the executive director of Second Harvest. So we're going to try to have more sustainable food. Second Harvest is going to try to, and I say try. This is not
Permanent
yet.
Yeah.
But we're going to try to have a pantry set up at the church, so that the church could be located and known as a place where people, not just on the third Saturday. And so that's what I'm saying, that we could do something like that all year round and everything.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you get hungry only once a week?
You're talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, food man.
Yeah.
You only get hungry once a week?
No.
So imagine if you, who is a connoisseur of food, that get hungry more than once a week. What about other people?
I know.
I mean, you know that they're saying, and I don't want to get into it, but it talks a little bit about child support and child care for most of the judges were saying to the males, especially to the males, and saying, because I think there's a stigma about taking care of your children, and the judge would always say something like, well, you think that child only eats when you give him money? Because if he only ate when you gave him money, they'll be starving.
I know.
Because you have to. That kid has to grow up, and that nourishment has to be there on a constant basis. And look, it's simple for us to understand that, because only meals that we probably skip is because we didn't want to eat it if it was what our parents fixed for us, and we said, I don't like that, stuff like. Other than that, there was always a balanced diet.
Now, I'm glad you said that. The reason why I'm glad you said it is because one of the reasons why I got to meet the director of the Second Harvest was because about a month or so ago, they showed a movie, a free screening at the Britannia Theater, and it was dealing with hunger in America. And you'd be surprised, they dealt with 3 different people, a little girl, like in Colorado, a young Hispanic lady in Pittsburgh, and then another young lady, I forgot the other city, but anyway, it was a major metropolitan city, and she's African American. So they dealt with the different disparities of different races and cultures and locations, and each and every one of them had a story to tell about hunger, And you look at the little girl and but she was still based on hunger. You know, she would take, she wasn't getting the substantial meals. The young lady who was in Philadelphia, she had a baby. She had 2 babies to take care of and everything, and wasn't getting substantial meals and everything. And the other lady surviving off whatever she can and everything. So I told the story of hunger in America, and you'd be surprised how many people go home, go to sleep hungry here in the United States.
That's true.
You don't have to go to third world countries. You don't. I mean, of course, there's problems there.
It's problems there, but you can stay right here in America,
right,
where people are starving.
And it's not the people that you think. It's not like the people that's homeless. These people, they live in a house, but
we call them the working poor.
The working poor, yeah. The lady in Philadelphia, you know, she had her food stamps and everything, and I'm gonna share this with you. She had her food stamps, and she would get it, but it was only, you know, I think it was enough for to survive. And then when she tried to get her more, whatever like that,
they denied her.
They denied her because I think she was trying to get a job, and the job that she had made her ineligible.
Right.
But I'll make a long story short. In the end, she wound up getting a job working for the food stamp office.
Is that right?
And so she was like a receptionist, and then I think almost like answering questions to the people that called asking, and she would.
How do I qualify?
Right,
for?
and then she was the one who was having to tell the people whether they was denied or not. And so it was just like going full circle from hearing and talking to someone saying, am I eligible, to being able to tell someone, and then being able to tell them that because of $100 more, they can't make it, or they have to lose $100. And of course, even now,
it's getting worse.
Yeah, because we know that the food stamps allotment has really gone down.
Yeah, and so what do you see? Do you see the church being the recipients of the responsibility of people not being able to meet that, not only their food needs, but also their rent needs? And because the church has always been there for them. Mm-hmm. And so do you see that the church will have to boast that responsibility greater now, since there's cut back in a lot of the social programs?
I'll give you a short answer right fast.
Give me a short answer, because I got to go to...
The short answer is this. We not only should be, but we should have been doing it. And having said that, I want to say that, well, the Red Cross and the Salvation Army and all those other places, even the city, is saying, do not give to the hungry. Give to the churches. And we could talk about that on the way coming back.
I like the way you do that, because I heard a little commercial about
Mm-hmm.
that, and said, stop giving people out on the street money. Give it to the missions,
right.
Local mission, New Orleans mission. We're going to go to break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the situation that's happening, because this is the month of Thanksgiving. We want to have something to give back to not only our people, but all people. And to stay tuned. We'll talk more about it when we come back.
Poor nutrition today will increase Sarah's chances of anemia, add to her healthcare costs, sick days, even stunt her ability to learn. And the thing is, Sarah's not even born yet. Get proper nutrition before it's too late. Call or visit WIC. WIC provides nutrition information, healthcare referrals, even food. Your child has you, and you have WIC.
Mrs. Johnson, good to see you again. This is Mike. You can trust him. He looks just like you. Plus, 2 against 1 is more intimidating when we force someone to sign a loan.
And I'll be sucking up to you in order to keep up the illusion.
So, here are your low monthly payments and interest rate as we promised. Here's where they triple. The rest of this stuff, don't think a lawyer can read this. It protects us. Make sure we get your home when you can't pay us back.
Such a lovely house.
Yeah.